When we have an actual wrestling fight.
Okay, so we're actually going to wrestle.
Yep.
We'll wrestle part way through this. Okay.
Hello, welcome to Kickout 2. This is your weekly pro wrestling podcast. Oh, not podcast, more live stream. Hosted by myself, Kamran and Kyle, and join me as ever is my co-host, Carl McKenzie.
Hello.
It's 2 a.m. We are doing the 24-hour takeover with. Yes.
This is where it's not where the show started. It's not where Kickout 2 started, but this is where it started getting good. I think last year,
the 24-hour takeover last year. I remember on that show we got my girlfriend Lauren in.
Yep. We played a game called Is This a Real Wrestler?
Yes. Should we do that with other people? Should we grab random people in?
Who know nothing about wrestling?
Okay, right. We're gonna plan this show as we're doing it. Okay.
No, you mean we planned this in advance? We had this done weeks ago.
Weeks ago. So briefly first, let's just do a quick, brief recap of top 3, bottom 3. Cameron, you've done them all this week.
Here's it, because I didn't know who was doing who.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to risk it by doing the same one.
That's
so
fair.
I've done both. In my opinion, I've done top people versus top people best. In my opinion.
Okay, brilliant. Because I haven't even watched this week because I've given up.
It's bad.
Sounds pretty.
I don't know why I watch highlights for these shows. I only watch full shows like XT and 205. But yeah, it's been a bad. Yeah, guess what's next Sunday?
What?
Stomping Grounds.
Oh.
The B tier pay-per-view to end all. It's called Stomping Grounds. Who's the poster child? Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
The man with a punch as a finisher, not the guy who has the curb stomp.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Why didn't they use a photo of him stomping someone? Seth stomping
It's him. He's doing the punch ring. Oh no. It's such a bad name.
Yeah, and the logo's a big boot as well.
Oh, it's awful.
Okay.
I'm just gonna skip
Right,
it.
let's run through the bottom 3. We'll do unconventional format.
Yeah.
Bottom 3.
Yeah.
Third to best. Well, not to best. Third to first.
My third worst is the Iconics versus local enhancement talent.
What did this happen on SmackDown? Raw. Okay.
That's all they can beat. They can't beat any other tag team.
I believe,
despite being the champions.
I believe this is their first win since WrestleMania.
They beat the Brooklyn Bells.
Oh, so they beat another
jobber tag team,
okay.
yeah. And this is all that because I really like the Iconics. They're really good stick. They're very funny, but they never win. They look like chumps against any other tag team. They get beat enhancement talent, and it just makes them look awful. Makes the titles look even worse because the champions look like chumps. So how are you supposed to believe in the titles? And now there's 2 women's belts and now women's tag belts. It's everything's spread out really thin.
Yeah.
Despite WWE having 100 plus talent, the women's roster is spread really thin.
Yeah.
It's gone from being Lurpak Buller to just Marmite.
Marmite.
Marmite's bad.
Okay. Yeah. Some people love it.
But yeah, some people also like cats.
Yeah, cats are evil.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hope Chloe Humphries didn't hear that.
What's that famous Peep Show quote? It's like it's like, oh, I want to get some beer and nuts. People like beer and nuts, and the guy goes, people also vote like Coldplay and vote for the Nazis.
Oh,
Hi, Chloe.
We're wrestling now.
Here we go.
We're wrestling now.
Oh God.
We're wrestling now. I have been summoned.
She heard it.
You said the words. You said the words. I've been doing beds for my show, which is on next. And you know what you do? You say, oh, cats are terrible. I hope Chloe Humphries is not listening. I'm in the next room.
With headphones on, but she still heard the cats are terrible. On it.
I didn't say that.
I did.
All I said was I hope Chloe doesn't hear.
Yeah.
You know what?
Are bad.
You know what my wrestling name would be?
What?
The never wins.
Big cat.
My wrestling name would be Chloe is the best, but just shortened to best. Because you know why? I reign supreme in everything, including wrestling. Look, I can do a better promo than the wrestlers you watch.
Promo? Oh, yeah, that's actually...
Average at most.
Better than Kalisto.
Yeah. You've won it, yeah.
I've got my eye on you, Carl. And
Okay,
you too,
okay,
Mackenzie.
Humphreys.
I
But
didn't
more
do
so on
anything.
him.
Right, Dasmin Chloe Humphreys. Her show is on next.
I'm scared of Chloe.
I'm not.
Yeah, you
'cause I'm
better.
not- 'cause I'm not a
You
chump.
better be
Anyway,
scared of me.
so that's the worst. My second worst.
Okay.
Shane is just a god.
Yeah, I've heard a rumor that
How-
he's gonna win the WWE title.
I could see it as well because then like he beats Kofi. I think after he's done gone to Extreme Rules,
I think, yeah.
he beats Kofi Extreme Rules. Guess who beats him on SummerSlam? Roman Reigns. It's.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
happening.
I hear like everyone backstage like Shane is like the nice McMahon, you know. He's the one who
Probably.
doesn't like he's super chill, but like he has to say like this is stupid. I'm a 50-year-old man. I can't be beating up these guys against Dreamtime, you know. Like it will. When he was an authority figure, just being a dad, he was fine. He was idiot, but he was fine. Now he's done this weird heel turn, being the best in the world, and you know fighting with Miz for a billion times. And just looking, you big old sweaty dad that he is.
He is a big sweaty dad.
Yeah, and like he's now the Baron Corbin mid card of evil has now evolved the Omni-Shane mid card of doom.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's like a messiah of mid-card talent, mid-card heel talent.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just awful.
He's got Drew following him. He's got Elias.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Corbin,
sure Corbin's
yeah,
done some stuff.
'cause-
Bobby Lashley probably as well. If you look back.
Just so. It delves into the deeper issue of like the wild card brand split, whatever you want to call it, and just not just. You could easily do a brand split and have a stacked roster on both. You want to have like
Easily.
and you don't have to do like a two pay-per-views a month.
It's not like one brand naturally would have to be much better than the other. Just make them even.
Yeah,
Just make them even.
it's not like here's the thing. Everyone looks at SmackDown's B show, but like if you put the talent there,
Yeah.
you
If
can
you
make
have
it. There's a
Roman
reason-
Reigns
Yeah.
on there, put Brock over there as well.
First time he's been there since like 2003,
Yeah,
2004.
and if you have like Randy Orton there too, which is a big name that everyone knows,
Yeah.
even non-wrestling fans. And then you stack up the mid card with people like Ali and Andrade and Finn Balor,
Yeah.
who maybe not like non-wrestling fans
Yeah.
will know them, but like
Good
you watch
ta-
them and
yeah.
you're like, oh wow, they're really good,
Yeah.
they're exciting in the ring. Like you can still build a really good brand, and you can still have stars like Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
and who else is on the wall that's doing it?
Becky Lynch, I guess.
Braun Strowman,
Braun
yeah,
Jones.
Becky Lynch. You can still keep those people on
yeah.
Raw. You can have even rosters. They don't seem to understand that. They're always like, well, SmackDown's not. You know, we want SmackDown to do well on Fox, but I mean, we can't hurt our baby Raw. So we can't give them anything.
Like it's like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. Because like here's the thing. Everyone like Shane, especially gets like 2 segments on Raw. SmackDown gets 2 more segments. He's overexposing people. So nobody feels special anymore.
Meanwhile, the Raw Tag Team Champions have
The rival now.
the ex-Raw Tag Team Champions were not on TV from the Raw after WrestleMania until when they lost the titles. Now they've had no matches, no segments, nothing.
Have you seen the video of it's a comparison of EC3 like NXT and then main roster when he's doing the
Yes.
thing? You point like for EC in NXT he's like EC3. He's like super hyped.
He's pumped up.
Yeah, he's like I'm here, and then in like it's like in Raw or something, it's main event. He does it. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I've just hit myself in the. God damn it.
Yeah, he's just
I
like
just
flinging his
I've
arms
just
up.
nutted myself. God damn it.
But EC3's gimmick is that he's bored.
He's
now.
supposed to be like a top 1%, like smug, you know, arrogant SOB.
His theme song is "I am the top 1%."
top
Why is
1%. And
Why is he so bored?
He looks sad.
I mean, I get why he's bored in real life,
Mm.
but like, why is his character now? He's bored. He's holding like a red Solo cup,
Mm.
and he's bored. You look at a guy like that. His theme song says top 1%. He's the most impressive body on the roster, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's got lots of charisma. He can cut a great promo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even a huge EC3 fan. I don't really like the guy. I think he comes across as quite cringy sometimes.
Mm.
But WWE loves cringe.
Yeah.
Like,
He can do some funny stuff with like Jake Maverick and stuff because they were good in Impact and
Mm.
like in ring he's fine, nothing special, but he's okay.
yeah,
It's like-
I'm not saying that he should be like a world champion.
Yeah.
But like, just have him on
Something.
TV and like they've given him this gimmick for no reason. It's like it is a punishment. You can tell that it's a punishment.
What did he do? I don't remember. Like usually you hear like he said something backstage, but like I remember him.
Well, the theory behind it that came out after John Moxley's Talk of Jericho podcast is that You know when he debuted on EC3 debuted on Raw and he faced Dean Ambrose as Dean was going out, and EC3 beat Ambrose.
Oh, so everyone freaked out because they thought he was like getting buried.
Yeah,
and
so people were like cheering Dean Ambrose when EC3 and Ambrose were working together on like house shows. People were going wild for Ambrose because it's like, oh, Smart fans, we know he's leaving, and we like him, and then booing EC3 who was supposed to be the face. And then Vince was like, oh, you can't get over it. Bury it.
Vince pulling the plug on a face who can't get cheered. Should I just show him Roman Reigns from 2015 to like present?
Forever.
Roman
Reigns.
Pre-cancer, yeah.
Oof.
Okay, Mister, our reaction when like we were saying before, Roman Reigns used to say, we don't like Roman Reigns the character, but we don't know nothing about Joey Noah the man. Then he announces us like, yeah, Joey Noah pretty good. And then he comes back, oh yeah, we're so happy to see Roman Reigns back because we are genuinely happy to see him back. But the character of Roman Reigns doesn't change. We can still knock the character. It's not like it's a rant.
It's not bad to boo Roman. Like, it's not. You shouldn't just cheer him because he survived cancer. I mean, it's great that he did, obviously, and it's nothing to do with him even. It's just that when the character comes back and is bad, it's a bad character, then you can't just be expected to like something that's bad because it's a cancer survivor. I keep saying it's because it's not him. It's his character. It's a thing.
The character of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
My absolute worst. It's Bailey and Alexa, because Alexa's on Raw.
Yeah, this is dumb. It's dumb, isn't it?
Also, whatever happened to like number one contenderships? Like rivalries, like if I beat you, I'm the number one contender. Because I remember back in the like 20, like I say back in the day,
back in like, even 2012.
Yeah,
we had number one contenders.
It was like, you know what, I'm gonna beat you because like that'll make like it'll increase my standing. Like I can have a claim to compete for this title.
Number one contender, I believe, is one of the phrases that's on Vince's "Don't Say" list.
What are you supposed to say instead?
I'm getting a title opportunity, not even a title shot. You can't say shot. You're gonna say I have an opportunity for not the belt, the title.
There's like you can't say belt. You can't say like hospitals. You have to say local medical facility. You can't say you can't
say I want to be the number one contender to get a shot at the belt.
You have to be,
that is you'll go crazy.
Yeah, you've committed heresy. You have to say, I want to have a title opportunity for your championship.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
You can't, like, it's
so dumb.
AEW, man, you got power through it all.
AEW.
Think of AEW, like, they've got a show. I mean, if they just had to fight it first.
Is that happened?
I think it's already happened.
What, as in like yesterday?
Yeah,
it might have
happened. Stall for time.
I was still seeing advertisements for it like throughout the week. It might have happened a few hours ago. I don't know.
No, it's at the end of this month. Sorry.
Oh, it's at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting it's in June. I get my dates
because it's a bit of a weird one because it's not like a proper big pay-per-view because they've got All Out, which they're promoting, which is a big pay-per-view.
It's sold out already.
Sold out 15 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. And that's where we're seeing Moxley versus Omega, which is gonna be crazy. And that's where we're crowning the first AEW champion, Page versus Jericho.
Hey,
so that's gonna be awesome.
Whatever Luchasaurus does, I'm on board.
Yeah, I want to see more of Luchasaurus and Nakazawa. I like him as well. And the guys with masks, the tag team with the slaves as well.
Lucha Bros, right?
No. The slaves tag team with the masks that debuted.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah. I don't know their names yet. They're the Super Smash Bros, I think. But
Is that that?
Yeah, they're gonna have to change that.
I don't see them going well in Japan. I feel like someone's gonna sue them. I don't know who.
Yeah.
But I feel it's not my.
I don't think with a television deal there, that's not sticking.
Yeah.
Fair enough, really.
Yeah.
Okay, Cameron. Let's get on to the best before we move on to some fun non-wrestling fan things.
The third best I have is New Day versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Dolph Ziggler. Big E made his return after being injured for a bit. I am going to miss him on Twitter because he's absolute gold.
I mean, he's not retiring from Twitter.
But, like, he's doing it less. Like,
right.
Big E on Twitter is just so...
He's brilliant.
It's just weird. Like, it's so good. It's so weird.
I love the stuff with him and Becky Lynch as well.
Yeah,
it's
Becky Lynch
so
funny. Becky Lynch playing is like, Big E, stay away from my mum, and then it's like, I gave her a burner phone, and Big E's like, understood, ma'am. Brackets, I'll be in Ireland like soon. It's just,
and like the photo of him, he's in his ring gear.
in his singlet.
For no reason.
He's doing the Wolverine thing. He's like holding.
Yeah, he's got like rubber gloves on, holding a picture of Becky Lynch's mum. Oh,
God.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah, but made his prime return. He was interrupted by Owen, Sammy, and Dolph. They had a really good match. I really enjoyed the match because all these people. It was good to see the New Day back as a whole again. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, very good. Dolph, I just wanted him to go away forever. Go back to his comedy tour. He had to stop doing his comedy tour to do this.
I watched one of his comedy shows. It's not that good.
We're saying as students in comedy society.
I think that both me and you have put on better stand-up sets than Dolph.
Hey!
Sorry, Dolph. Stick to wrestling, but also don't do that because we don't want to see wrestling anymore. I don't know. It feels mean, but I'm completely done with Dolph Ziggler. I just do not care every time that he comes on screen, and it's not like I want him to jump ship to AEW as well because I don't want to see him there either. And sure, go do your comedy thing, but
I reckon he would make a good teacher, as a wrestling teacher.
He's a very smart person.
Yeah, I think he knows a lot about obviously very good in the ring. Yeah, very technically sound. I think he knows a lot about promos and things like that. So
he'd be a good trainer, coach type.
Absolutely. My second best might surprise you. It's Aleister Black's promo.
I saw a little bit about this on Facebook because it's been advertising it. Isn't he just begging someone to fight him?
Yeah, but he's been doing this for weeks and it's not been interesting. So he literally kicks the door, he goes up, opens the door, the door is screaming, the door is wide open. Somebody, please fight me. And this is my own speculation here. It's going to lead to the aspect to range he wants someone to fight him. He'll go after anyone, and he might go after must have wanted to see him go after Kofi right away. I think he'll go after someone else
Well, I believe he's been working the house show circuit with Randy Orton currently.
That'd be good.
So, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but they've been practicing together.
Yeah,
so
usually if you work house show circuit with somebody, they'd like to have a match.
It's not confirmed, and we're talking WWE here, so at any second Vince could be we'll put him in a tag team with Fandango.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Kyle. Just don't. All right, I don't need this PTSD. You can guess my best of most week's gonna be.
I didn't watch.
Just guess what's the only good thing on Raw?
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Let me tell you what happened, my friend.
Okay, alright, I've missed this one.
Rambling Rabbit and the Buzzard are arguing over philosophy, and Bray's calm down, guys, don't make me get the Fiend, and then the Thunderbolts happen, and they start freaking out. It's Rambling Rabbit, I'm gonna give you a chance to speak your piece. And he starts speaking, he was you know what, man, I'm going to start telling you what's really happening in the Firefly Funhouse. And then Bray grabs him by the neck, pulls his puppet up, and goes now why'd you have to do that? He puts him back on the ground and hits him with a mallet and turns into Rambling Rabbit soup. He then starts eating the soup.
Oh, God.
It's so good! It's so good!
That's so dark.
But it's so good, because that's the whole point of the Firefly Funhouse, because you're supposed to think, it's all happy,
I like that.
children's show.
It's so sinister.
I know. But it's so good.
So Ramblin' Rabbit has died twice now.
Yeah, I think he's Kenny. I think it might be Kenny from South Park.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to cute Kenny. Yeah.
But every week after that, he'll probably come back and be guess what, kids? Ramblin' Rabbit's fine.
And he'll be more scared to tell you what's really going on in the Firefly Funhouse. I think here's the thing, because of the way months work and the way his W schedule work, he got Stomping Grounds next week, Extreme Rules in July. And then obviously SummerSlam's not till August. So I really don't know when, because it's been since post-Mania.
Yeah.
We saw the Buzzard come out of the box. We said this is the absolute S words. Then the Witch, this is so S word. Then Firefly Funhouse, and it's we've turned to 180. It's this is interesting, and it's starting to get more and more darker. As the Fiend got introduced, took a turn. So I think he'll either debut after Fight First Time,
after Fight
Stomping Ground, or he must be doing something at SummerSlam. I can't see him. I can't see the vignettes are good.
If it were up to me, he would never debut. Just keep doing the Funhouse forever because it's so good. And as soon as he gets on the main roster, as soon as he starts wrestling, as soon as Vince gets his hands on it, it's going down the toilet. I can absolutely 100% see him being another addition to the Shane McMahon group of protecting him, all the heels together in one unit in 6-man tag matches every week against, you know, the New Day or some combination of Roman Reigns and the Usos.
This is just making me sad. Yeah, that's my top 3 bottom 3.
But yeah,
I do have important news.
Okay, right. Let's get some
On
news.
Raw, Vince wasn't backstage at Raw. Neither was Stephanie.
Oh.
Triple H or Kevin Dunn.
Oh, okay.
None of that, because obviously Vince ain't gonna be there. Neither is Kevin Dunn. He's got a nice little lapdog there.
Right.
Triple H wasn't gonna be there because he was taping NXT like for the next 8 weeks. He was taping 8 hours in like a couple of days.
Okay.
And Stephanie wasn't there. I think she's on a PR sort of tour thing.
Right.
So the head writer, who I don't know the name of, had to constantly run backstage to make sure the show was prepped and still contact Vince to get it all cleared.
Oh man.
So even when Vince's not there, you have
They
to,
have to check everything.
yeah, and it just makes me think that when Vince eventually does his XFL thing, he's still gonna have
full control.
Yeah, his hand's still gonna be in that pot, you know.
Oh yeah, you're probably right about that. We're all looking forward to him moving on to the XFL to be like, yeah, then Triple H will be in control and it'll all be good. But that's probably not going to happen. He literally won't let go until he dies. Even if he can't give it his full time and attention, it will still be an issue of, oh, we've got to call Vince to check this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Other news, obviously Dominion happened. Most important thing, Dean Ambrose or John Moxley, shall I say, new IWGP United States champion.
Yeah, I see a lot of photos of him with the IWGP US title and the WWE US title.
The first person to hold both belts.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant like the first champion of each one. I was like, no.
No, he's not. First both. US
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Has Chris Jericho not held the IWGP US title?
No.
Have he?
No.
Oh, no, he won the Intercontinental title
Yeah.
a couple years ago, didn't he?
I think Chris Jericho had a match with. No, that match hasn't happened yet. So I'm using words. The match with Okada is happening at the next show, which I think is Wrestling Dontaku or I don't know what it's called. But the important things happening in the Dominion were Dean Ambrose won the title and announces entrance into the G1 Climax, which went when the winner gets a shot at the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Also announced in that match was Kenta, the former Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because usually you think it's like a sort of junior heavyweight guy. And which is funny because Kenta was never really in New Japan.
No,
he was
first
mainly
in Noah,
yeah,
right?
first. A lot of promotions are different. A lot of wrestling promotions in the world.
Right.
You gotta keep track of who's where. But yeah, it's just, so it's making
He's back in Japan,
yeah.
though, is the main
Yeah.
thing.
And obviously guys like Will Ospreay are gonna be in there as well. There was a match between Kota Ibushi and I want to say I can't remember who the other person was for the life of me. But Dave Meltzer said he didn't want to give it more than like 4.5 stars because it was like that's it. It was Kota Ibushi and Naito. I think.
Oh, Tatsuya Naito.
Tatsuya, yeah,
Right.
I think. But the
The
moves
guy
they
who
did,
goes...
yeah, I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
The moves they did, a lot of them were very neck/head based, and one of them looked like a botch. The botch was they were on the ring apron. I think he was trying to do a brain buster, but instead of landing like straight, he landed neck like that and body straight. So it looked like he looked like his neck got snapped.
Oh.
Thankfully, he's okay.
Who was this that felt like that?
Kota Ibushi, I believe.
Right.
But it looked like a very nasty botch. But yeah, I went back and watched it, and man, dude, they do things in Japan which are just hard and
Yeah. We talk
tough.
about how like vanilla WWE can be, but at least it's, you know,
Yeah,
they stop people from doing dangerous
Yeah,
stuff.
like we have on WWE, it's like boring style what you want, but at the end of the day, it is safer. Like,
Yeah.
guys are probably going to be able to do that style longer than they can in Japan. Like,
Yeah,
John Cena probably one of the safest guys to work with.
probably. Yeah. There's nothing in his moveset that requires more than a back bump.
It's like, okay, I'm going to put you on your back. You'll be right. Yeah, sure. Whoop. Oh, that's cool. Okay, here's one. I'm going to do this move. And it's going to like graze your head, so you'll be fine. Okay. Whoop. Oh, felt cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's there's important news and top people thing that I have that you found.
So I have an idea for what we can do for the other half an hour
We can wrestle.
of the show.
30-minute Iron Man match.
We could do a 30-minute Iron Man match, or we could invite someone out there because there's a bunch of people out there. One person. We show them a photo
Okay.
of something that's happened in wrestling,
Okay.
probably something a bit weird,
Right.
and we ask them to explain what's happening in this photo.
You get a photo, I'll get the people.
Okay, I'll have to. All right. Okay.
Okay, well, Evan, we'll stall
If
for
we
time.
can't talk about what it is,
Yeah.
it's stall for time.
Okay.
Talk about something.
So, here's the thing. I'm going to a quick fantasy book on what I really want to happen with in NXT. I'll talk about what's happened in NXT recently. So, basically, You have Shayna Baszler now fighting with I still fair and show, I believe. But they've taped a lot of stuff, and like some spoilers have been released. I've managed to avoid spoilers for the NXT tapings, but they've taped everything up to takeover booking, I believe. So it's like 8 weeks of 8 weeks of NXT stuff. I'm really excited because I really want to see what they do with like Keith Lee, because he's back and he's doing his thing. He's really good. I really want to see what they're doing with the NXT title with Adam Cole. I believe the plan for takeover is might be him versus Gargano again, or him versus Riddle, I believe. Again, I don't know for sure. I did have obviously one spoiler for NXT if you want to hear it or not.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so Ty Breeze was getting beaten down by I think it was some heels.
I've heard this as well.
Yeah, some heels, and who comes out? Fandango, his tag team partner. Yay, I guess.
Yeah, they're back together, which is a bit. Because you kind of thought Tyler Breeze was going to go on a singles run.
Yeah.
Because we all like him as a single star. I mean, it's not bad. Like, they're very entertaining together.
Oh yeah,
at least.
like
I hope like Triple H and NXT will rate them a lot better than the treatment that they got on the main roster.
Yep.
Apart from the fashion files, they were really great.
yeah, but then WWE had started tinkering with it, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm worried about with the Firefly Funhouse. That'd be a bit when like someone from WWE sees it, shows it to Vince, and like they tinker with it. You know?
Yeah, it's probably
Like,
going to be something like that happens.
Bray Wyatt, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, can make a lot of things work. It's only when you have to give him something truly awful for him to not be able to make it entertaining or work. Example, making him look like Sister Abigail, like a spooky ghost bride. You know,
Yeah.
that was awful. But like he's making the Firefly Funhouse work. He made the cult leader thing work. Even when he was like bleeding into the spoopiness, he made it work.
Right.
But then you started like making him project maggots onto the ring, and then you have him fight in a haunted house.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
work.
you're just. It's very unfortunate because Bray Wyatt is not the guy Vince usually goes after. You know, he's very much the opposite. You know, has all tattoos, looks very rugged. You know, beard and dreadlocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Quite plump. You know, I say plump like he's big dude.
Yeah? Okay, right. Well, I've got an image here.
Can I see the image?
I'm trying to learn how to save it. So this is the image. We'll show the,
Okay,
we'll show the viewers at home. I'm trying to find out how to save it.
Okay, hang on.
don't know.
Just take a screenshot.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to do that.
Alright, I'm gonna grab someone from outside.
Okay. Just taking a brief screenshot.
Would anyone like to play a game?
Which game?
But we're playing a game.
Guess what's happening.
But we're playing
Like,
a
it'll
game.
take 2 seconds.
Okay, I have like.
Where's Charlie?
No, they want pizza.
Oh, are we not good enough for you? You want Charlie, do you? Well,
Cameron's
play
negotiating.
Charlie then.
You literally
What
only got
sound?
Who's going to come into the studio?
Do you want to play a game on the studio?
Jeez, someone who knows nothing about wrestling.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't really matter.
okay.
I'll come.
Alright, calm down, bro. You got Cesar.
Okay, welcome Cesar to Kickout at 2. So,
You still don't know how to pronounce my name.
Cesar.
what we're going to
Caesar.
do is we're going to show you
I'm leaving.
an image from
Okay.
wrestling,
Okay.
past or present.
It's okay. we got
Yeah,
this.
come on in if you like.
He's in his pajamas.
Hello, Sam.
Yeah, I've got a blazer on, so.
All that we want you to do is explain to us what is happening. So
Okay.
I'll first just show the camera what
It's probably
I'm looking
sex.
at here. I just want to make sure that
Fisting?
it is actually being shown.
This
I don't
is
know
something you
how
couldn't do
light
on
it
the
is.
radio.
Yeah, but this is the image. Okay, I'm going to show you. What's happening there? What's the story? What's the wrestling storyline?
So there weren't a lot of green.
Yes.
So I'm going to say Iris,
Okay.
and I'm going to say Viking funeral
It's a Viking funeral.
in the wrestling universe.
Of course, yes. It's
Or in the
it's a
like
Viking
wrestling,
funeral.
like metaphor, like adaptation. It's a
Okay.
Viking funeral. Yep.
So, someone's died.
Yep.
Who's the wrestler that's died?
It's Viking McFly.
Viking McFly.
Viking McFly.
Viking McFly.
Okay. And who are the people carrying Viking McFly?
His brothers.
His
Blood brothers.
The Viking blood brothers. Of
Yeah,
course.
actually they're triplets.
All right.
The triplets.
Sam, have you seen the photo? You
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
You probably will know something about this.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Okay, Sam, do you want to talk us through what's happened in that?
Hornswoggle being carried away on a gurney or a stretcher by Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, and Triple H, both in the DX.
Attire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
I just
Congratulations, Sam.
realized a bunch of nonsense that I just
So,
said.
so Cameron, do you want to explain
Viking.
what happened with
So,
Am I
this
done?
while I find the next one?
if you,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you can be
So
done if you
basically,
like.
One more, I'll leave.
Hornswoggle is technically
Come on, they're waiting for me outside.
Triple H's brother-in-law.
At that time.
Yeah,
because he's like Vincent Mann's
Yeah.
illegitimate son.
yeah.
It's right there. Hornswoggle got beat up. He was trying. I think he was trying to join DX at one point.
Yeah.
They went to Little People's Court. Yes, that was a thing. And they they wheeled him out because they felt bad for him, and they officially made him unofficially made him part of DX. That seems weird.
I'm getting the second one up now. Okay, so this is the second image. Just gonna. Here you go. So this is what's happening in this photo. There we go. And here else is that? What's happening there?
Marriage.
A marriage. Who's getting married?
I can see giant version of Tom Hardy or whatever his name is.
Tom Hardy.
What was the guy?
The actor? Oh, Jeff Hardy. Okay.
Jeff Hardy, that guy. Yeah. I know my wrestling.
Right. Okay.
So Jeff Hardy has gone old. He went in a time machine and he's old
He's
now.
got older and bigger.
Yeah, and he has a cowboy hat now.
Okay.
And he's kissing his wife.
His wife.
Yeah.
His newly married wife.
Yeah, married by this guy.
By that guy, who is.
It's a cowboy. It's,
Okay. All right.
It's a cowboy that like it's also a captain of a ship, so he's entitled to marry people.
All right. All right.
That's
Let's
good.
see. Let's see if you were close.
It's a wrestling
okay.
marriage.
Yeah, Sam. Do you want to take a look at that? Do you know what's going on?
The
There?
fact that I said that, let's see if you're close, makes me think that I'm closer than the last one.
Yes. Yeah, you are closer than the last one.
I think they actually got married.
It's the one and the only Great Khali, right?
Yeah.
Kissing a fan or
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Cameron, do you want
So for a while, this big wrestler called Great Khali had a gimmick called the Khali Kiss Cam, where he'd pick random people, ladies from the audience, get them to the ring, and just give them a big smooch. Why the person?
With tongue?
Hmm?
Tongue?
I don't know.
Well, probably.
He is 7'4", so I hope not.
That's how I kiss, by the way.
That's good. Hopefully better than the Great Khali.
He's so bad.
He was so bad. Anyway,
Every
thank
time
you,
he
Cesar, for
eliminates-
joining
Oh,
us.
no worries.
You're free to
Thank
go.
you.
Every time he
I think this is my
eliminates-
first time about Kickout too, so
Well
I'm
done.
proud.
The time he got
Yeah,
eliminated
well.
from the Royal Rumble by that Phoenix guy goes, never
Like a
trust a woman.
Sam.
Remember Great Khali eliminated himself from the Battle Royale or something? I think once.
Yes, accidentally because he doesn't understand
Yeah.
wrestling. All right, I'm gonna get up a different image now. This might take a moment. In the meantime, Sam, what do you remember about weird wrestling storylines?
I love them. I love the ones which are like just really funny in a clever way. Do you know what I mean? Not in like a dumb way. Like I don't know, but the ones which start to blend reality and fiction together. So when Cesar was talking about an older Matt Hardy there, I was thinking about the whole Matt Hardy. What's the name?
Edge?
Yeah, Edge. What's her name though?
Lita.
Lita, that's it. Yeah. Lita kind of storyline where obviously she cheated on him with Edge, right?
Mm.
And then like there's a whole kind of pseudo. They were using it in like in the storylines and like there's I kind of find it really interesting because
It's
like
weird.
wrestling is one of those industries where those lines aren't really sacred anymore. Like it's always been it's not as respected enough where they would never do something that professionally. Professionalism, the concept of it is incredibly different to how it is in the rest of show business.
Mm.
And wrestling isn't afraid to stoop to the low of actually including that, but actually makes a really good story.
Like, it's not like acting in a TV show or anything because like they use you.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a character written and you.
It's pretty
fit it.
horrible,
Yeah.
but like it's I think it's pretty incredible actually to watch sometimes.
It's a very strange thing. That storyline specifically that you mentioned with Matt Hardy and Edge and Lita is met with a lot of fans don't like it very much because it was too real.
Yeah.
Like and a lot of like in
I
through a lot
think-
that you can see.
I don't love it as much, but I just find it very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is definitely interesting to see. Like how uncomfortable Matt Hardy is
Yeah.
sometimes when he's like taking part in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one.
One storyline I remember watching as a kid was the CM Punk Jeff Hardy storyline, where CM Punk was exploiting all Jeff Hardy's like past drug uses and like wellness policy violations, using that in the story. Obviously, Punk very straight edge, doesn't smoke, drink, or do drugs. Jeff Hardy has had a history of like drug problems, and so that was being used in that storyline. And that sticks out to me as a kid because I remember being a huge fan of Jeff Hardy at the time, and sort of that made me hate Punk even more because like, oh, it's not good. And even when he came out dressed as Jeff Hardy, and then waved away the face paint, and we're like, this is what Jeff is. He hides behind his face paint and his little arm sleeve, and he's too scared to face who he really is, now he's an addict.
What did you think about that?
I was a kid, so I cheered Jeff. I like Jeff Hardy. I booed
So
Punk.
you liked the drug addict?
No, I didn't realize. I didn't.
That CM Punk period was so weird because he's like delivering a good message, but he's the heel.
Yeah.
Like he's the bad guy, and he's a bit of a dick about it, but like he is still advocating, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
It was definitely a weird one. Speaking of weird storylines, so I'm going to show you this one, Sam. You probably will recognise it, but I want you to describe what's happening to Cameron.
What?
Without saying the name of any wrestlers, okay? And trying to give away as little information as possible. I'm just going to show the camera first quickly, again. So yeah, make sure you don't take a look at this, Cameron. This is what's happening, and there you go. Do you know what's happening there?
I don't actually know what's
Brilliant.
happening.
That's even better. Okay. So yeah, you can take a look at it for as long as you want.
A man is holding a baby and a mic, and he's telling you to shut up.
I think
Are you sure this isn't from the Rumble?
Vince McMahon.
Shut up.
I think I can guess.
Yeah.
Is it Sninsky?
It is
He-
Snitsky.
He. It wasn't my fault, and then just punts her. Yeah.
That's the photo that I grabbed.
What did he do? He punt a baby.
Cameron, why don't you...
Okay, so in storyline, Sninsky was feuding with Kane. Kane was engaged to Lita.
Mm.
Lita had
Of course he was.
Lita had gotten pregnant with Kane's baby.
Mm.
Shinsuke knocked over Lita, causing in storyline Lita to have a miscarriage.
Christ.
He then came out with the baby, pretending like it was their baby, then kicks it in the audience, like properly
Jesus Christ.
punt kicks the thing. It gets some height, like.
I need to watch that after,
Oh.
after this.
It's so
Jeez.
bad.
Christ.
But it wasn't his fault.
Was there a Kane storyline about what something happened or whatever back a while ago
So,
with like a woman, right? Is it that he killed?
Katie Vick.
Yeah, Katie Vick,
That's
yeah.
definitely that's
Yeah.
even worse.
That's
That was when he was feuding with Triple H, and like he was like Triple H was going, Kane, you're a murderer, you killed Katie Vick, and like Kane was telling his side of the story that he was at a party, got drunk, and got in a drunk driving accident.
Mm.
Next week, Triple H dresses up as Kane, goes to a funeral home, and shags a mannequin.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, oh. And the end ends it with, wow, I screwed your brains out. It's like, oh, just so disgusting.
Wasn't there also another Stephanie and Shane incest one?
That
didn't
it
actually
got,
happen.
It got proposed, but
Yeah.
never actually happened because Shane and Steph immediately shot that down.
Yeah.
As normal
Yeah,
people
that's-
must.
I remember
Listen.
an interview where Stephanie was pregnant at the time. He was like, "Hey, how about we say it's my baby?" And Stephanie goes, "No." I was like, "Okay, what about Shane's?" And both of them look at each other and go, "No."
Carl, did we ever say we should read out a Vince McMahon
Oh, the
stories?
Vince
Yeah.
stories. Actually, that's a good idea. How about I read out some Vince McMahon stories? Where the hell can I find that now?
I
If
can
you
think of,
Google Vince McMahon stories, there's that Twitter thread.
Yeah.
Crazy Vince McMahon stories.
I can think of a few off the top of my head.
Yeah. Let's you start.
So
I've got the Reddit
Vince loves farts. He thinks they're the
Yeah,
funniest thing in the
that's
world.
it. Yeah, that's the first.
So when he farted once in the car and made Gerald Briscoe throw up, like he was trying to,
Yeah,
he ate
yeah.
a lot of food,
Yeah.
tried to fart in front of Gerald Briscoe, end up defecating himself.
But
But then he had to go on stage afterwards, so he did the
yeah.
walk.
Would I be able to read some of these out?
Yeah. Okay.
Not all of them actually.
Yeah. All right. So we'll pass it around. We'll do a few stories each. We'll do a handful of stories each. Then we'll discuss them, and then we'll do more.
Okay, you start.
Okay. So at the top. Okay. Vince hates sneezing. When someone sneezes, he yells at them and tells them to control themselves. On the rare occasion Vince sneezes, he angrily mutters to himself and loses focus for a few minutes. Paul Heyman says that.
He hates sneezing because he can't control it.
Yeah. Okay. Next one's yours, Cameron.
Vince once raced former WWE writer Court Bauer on an open highway. Vince boxed Court in so that Court was heading straight for a road construction. Court had to slam the brakes on to avoid an accident. Vince sped off, having won the race by almost killing the dude.
Okay. Vince went bowling with someone. Might have been an NBC exec. The guy had done something Vince didn't like. Obviously, since they were bowling, they were wearing bowling shoes. Vince sneaks off, got the guy's wheel shoes from behind the counter, tossed the shoes in the garbage and left. The guy had no idea where the shoes were, and he had to go home wearing the gross bowling shoes. Vince contacted him later and said, "That's what you get, pal." The guy wrote a book and said that Vince was the biggest jerk he'd ever met in his life. I can't remember the exact source, but yeah.
That is actually incredible. So, like, that... I don't even... I was thinking, like, oh, all right, we'll read a couple and then discuss them, but you can't even discuss this. Like, what kind of behaviour is that? To have a disagreement with someone at a bowling alley, and
Throw his
throw
shoes
their
in the bin.
shoes in the bin, and then get home and call them up and be like, that's what you get. It's so dumb. And almost killing a guy just so you could race him. And I love the idea of him, like, being angry at himself for sneezing as well.
He hates it because he can't control it. Like, it's
So dumb.
Right, I'll Vince
Okay,
Vince McMahon stories on Vince Baby.
Okay. So Vince used to get steroids delivered directly to his office, both for him to use and to distribute to Hulk Hogan. That's not even a funny one. I'm going to read a different one. Okay. Oh, I've heard this one. We've talked about this one on the show, actually. Vince said something insulting to Kofi Kingston on a plane, and Kofi didn't do anything. As they were getting off the plane, Chris Jericho told Kofi that if he didn't confront and fight Vince immediately, Kofi's career was effectively over in Vince's mind. This was how Vince tested his talent. So Kofi got in Vince's face, and they actually got in a fight on the plane. Kofi still hasn't got much of a push as of this. Well, he has now.
Yeah.
But
He tells
that
some of his dated.
that happened in, I think, about 2009 or 2010, like shortly after Kofi's debut on the main roster. So
Back when he was from where?
Ghana.
Yeah.
From Ghana, he spoke with an African accent.
So bad.
Very bad.
This was more of a Steph story, but it's still really good. Former 90210 writer Larry Mollin joined Stephanie's creative team. They were in a meeting with Vince. Vince was talking, Larry was nodding. Stephanie pulled Larry out of the room. She told him, "You need to stop nodding." Vince hates nodding. She explained that if there's one thing Vince hates, it's yes men. This is extra hilarious because everyone always says that Vince is surrounded by yes men. Poor Larry only lasted a couple of weeks.
That's a shame.
He is surrounded by yes men though.
Yes.
But
we
like
were just talking about
Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn earlier, yeah.
I'm going to find an alternate source.
Okay.
The one that I shared to you, Kyle.
The one on
Twitter
Twitter
thread.
one?
Yeah, I've got it now.
Some of these stories are completely crazy. It like they're all, well, they all allegedly true stories as well.
My favourite
Like,
one
they
is
all
the-
have sources.
Well, they're too good to be like.
And
They're
there's
so
so
crazy,
many
yeah.
of them
They're
that
so
all
true,
kind
it's
of
true.
fit in together that it's
Yeah.
like
It's like Fargo-esque.
it wouldn't surprise you if they were true.
My favourite one is
They
one.
probably are.
My favourite one is the one with the moustache-less beard.
What's the mustache beard on?
So Paul Heyman says Vince actually has a fabulous beard, but he shaves it constantly. And Heyman asks why. He goes, "I can't let it win."
Okay. The McMahons are playing pool like the holiday home in Boca. Triple H and Steph against Vince and Linda. It was supposed to be a fun family game and Vince turned it into a serious competition. Triple H and Steph kept getting lucky and were winning. Vince was getting mad at Linda because she was making their side lose. Eventually Stephanie ended up potting them for the win and he cracked up and stalked off. Then later that night she called him through the intercom and sang "You're tied to the whipping post, Dad," to piss him off from the bedroom. Steph and Triple H could hear him literally screaming in anger on the other side of the house. And you might imagine if we were quiet now, you could just hear like Vince McMahon go. I just like how Steph like pissed him off intentionally. It's pretty funny family dynamic.
Tiger Ali Singh complained to Vince about making him wear a turban and traditional Indian garb, telling him it was offensive to his people and a desecration. Vince replied, "You and D'Lo are gonna put on those fucking turbans. I don't care about desecration." Oh.
He's just. Oh my.
Hang on. I think I told that one. That's it. During the day, Jericho hashed out things with Rourke, so he knew there'd be no issue. Afterwards, he told Vince about it. Vince claimed that. Backstory.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Mickey Rourke brought the UFC light heavyweight champion at the time to the meeting with WWE, and Vince basically said Jericho Dean Malenko could take him out and said, "Look at the guy, he's a midget." Jericho offered to let him take on the midget, who was Shamrock.
I remember hearing Jericho tell that story because Jericho's like, I don't want to fight the UFC fighter. So he's telling Vince, "Yeah, you take the midget, okay?" And Vince's like, "Oh yeah, I'll take it."
I feel like if he actually got in a fight with that UFC fighter, somehow he'd win. Like, he'd come out like he does.
Probably.
Yeah.
The genetic jackhammer.
Yeah, good one.
A few years ago, the company had a snow cone party. Kind of weird, I know. This was in the back lot of the TV studio, not the actual large headquarters building everyone always sees. Well, apparently Vince is a huge snow cone fanatic, so much so that he had a lot of them, like 10. At one point, he got up and announced in front of everyone in his Mr. McMahon, "You're fired" voice, that he loves snow cones. It was awkward, and I had to fight to hold back my laughter. It was surreal. Snow cones. They're such.
I love snow cones.
It's just a weird thing, like.
That's such a strange thing to really like. There's a short one here. One time he got drunk and urinated on Ric Flair's hotel bed.
Yeah.
And a long one. Vince holds a meeting with all of the talent, announcing the switch to PG programming. Michael Tarver stands up and asks a question. Vince's response: "Excellent question, Shelton."
Oh no! Christ, that's just bad.
For reference, Michael Tarver and Shelton Benjamin, both black wrestlers,
Yeah.
don't look anything alike. Don't look anything alike at all. The only characteristic they share is that they're black men.
It's just sad. It's just so sad that he's like powerful like that.
Yeah. CM Punk called stuff when he, Undertaker, JBL, Edge, and Vince were all in a room together when they were doing tribute for the troops. Punk couldn't sleep because everyone was snoring, except for Vince, who kept laughing at his own farts.
Like when no one else is around as well, so it's not like a fart in the room. It's just like him farting me. Like, that was really funny.
Yeah.
That was really great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He would probably make the ass on like WTV.
Come on, Sam.
That was a
read
good-
your
that was a good one.
story.
No, I'm just thinking about that one.
Read a Vince story.
We need to actually wrestle.
Right.
It's like you're just laughing to yourself. Read them.
They're in a creative meeting trying to come up with ways for Big Show to job while they're still looking strong. One idea was someone would spike his burrito. Vince was shocked not for spiking because he had no idea what a burrito was.
I also heard that after that, didn't he, like, try one and really like them and demand that they get
I,
brought to his office.
I heard he like has them in the office like before, but he didn't know it was called a visit.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, he always that happened despite him getting a burrito delivered to his office like not every day but regularly for lunch, and he's just eating these things that he doesn't know is a burrito.
That's a burrito. There's one story later on, which is when somebody walked into his office and found him eating pizza, and he felt so ashamed, and like you can't print this.
It's pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, it's just pizza.
Okay, this is probably my favourite one. I remember this one from the last time I was looking at this. This is my favourite Vince McMahon story. Okay, so there was a WWE made film a few years ago called See No Evil.
I know the story.
Where Kane played the main character. He was like the main villain. It's a horror film. He's like a slasher horror killer, whatever. So, regarding See No Evil, Vince wants this scene in the movie where Kane's character pulls out his penis and he wants it to be 3 feet long, in quotations. I thought there was a connection problem. I said, Greg, can you just back up and repeat the last line for me? He goes, yes, Vince wants Kane's penis to be 3 feet long, and none of the producers are saying anything about it.
God damn.
Why? Like, oh, there's no need.
Strange fixation on the whole.
Like, there's no call for it in the film at all. It's
It's
just
gotta be 3 feet long.
doesn't make any sense. The film has nothing to do with his penis.
Jimmy Cornette was at Vince's house, and Vince had somebody from cable company working on his TV because the sound didn't work. The guy came up to Vince holding a remote control, explained to him what a mute button was, and that the mute button was on. Vince gave him a $100 tip.
Oh my god. That's just like too rich for your own good.
Vince McMahon criticising a teenage Shane McMahon for wearing a winter coat in winter. I can very easily see that.
Yeah. This is how you get like years of psychological damage. Poor Shane.
Vince doing like a 12-hour flight for tribute to the troops. To pass the time, Vince would sneak around the plane, throw hard candy at the sleeping wrestlers, and would duck behind seats when they woke up and try to check. He's a 2-year-old.
Literally sending a child on a plane with me.
It's like
you have your child.
He's just like throwing something. He's like.
I'm Kane. I got 3 feet peanut.
Like if you go look at the camera now.
Okay. Vince kept walking by, and Curtis Axel had his foot out. And Vince would just keep stepping on his foot on purpose and keep walking. He'd keep talking and walking, come back, step on his foot, boom, keep walking and talking, step on his foot again, repeat. Eventually, Vince just turned around and was like, aren't you gonna say anything? Curtis Axel was like, sorry, sir. Vince was like, no, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm stepping on your foot on purpose, as I want you to say something. I'm waiting for you to stand up for yourself. What?
It's like he's a test. It's like a test, isn't it?
Like, yeah, but... yeah, like, imagine yourself in the position of Curtis Axel, though. You're billionaire, high-profile boss.
Who you know is very like erratic.
Yes, you gotta be very careful not to say anything to piss him off. Imagine if Curtis Axel, like, stood up and was like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
Like, to any rational, like, normal person, that would be inappropriate. But to Vince, he would love that. He would love it if someone like started a fight with him. Oh, it's so weird.
In 1998, Vince McMahon had an AOL web chat. Due to some technical difficulties, no one could send questions in the second half, and Vince started just typing to himself. Example: WWE Banks, folks, Mr. McMahon here. We'll be sending in a moment. Send your question to Mr. McMahon. Welcome, Mr. McMahon. WWF. Hey, everybody, got a cup of coffee in my hand and get me trained in an hour. Let's do it.
Show the photo.
The photo.
Yeah.
That one, right?
Oh my god.
Let's show a photo of Vince. I'm gonna make sure this actually works.
I
So
love
this
that.
is Vince McMahon. As you can see, very old, very sort of muscular. Personal favourite. Is Sid coming back? Vince, I hope not.
That's the end of the thread.
Yeah, just all questions from the WWE thing off. Sam, thank you for coming on, man.
That's alright.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Yeah,
cheers
that's
for
pleasure.
laughing at Vince McMahon with us.
I'm pretty, you know, I know all the photos, you know, well, apart from the baby one, which I'm going to go watch now. But, you know, always a pleasure.
It's a
Thank you.
fantastic.
Kyle, for Kickout 2, I think there's one thing we still need to do.
Yeah, we've always said that we wanted to wrestle each other
Yeah.
on Kickout.
So,
alright, it's time to fight.
let me get my shit in my pocket.
I'm gonna put my phone down there.
Yeah.
This is one time only you're ever gonna see this.
We got.
You gotta be very
I just noticed.
suplex.
Okay, hang on.
Right,
are we
okay.
Backstage video. Who's winning this? Who's going over?
Who's going over? Okay. I think who's
What?
gonna go over?
Fight.
I think you're gonna go over. Okay.
Okay.
There's gonna be a one move match. Okay.
Okay.
World's strongest
Come on,
slam
let's
onto
go.
the sofa.
Fight,
Okay.
fight,
All right.
fight.
Okay.
Fight.
Go.
Fight.
One, two, three. Ding, 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 ding.
And your winner of the 24th takeover is Kamran Kyle.
That was nice of him to Cameron.
Ow! No tickling. That's gay. That's gay. They don't do that.
Come on up. Hopefully.
End of an era.
Let's take him out. Come on. Oh.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh shit, sorry.
Is this the last Kickout 2 episode?
No, it's just the stupidest.
Give my phone. Give your phone, dude. Sorry if I got you in the face there.
You did.
I give you a camera and this is
I'm
what
bleeding.
This is a shoot, guys.
Goodbye,
I
everyone.
give you a camera.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do.